Welcome to Broken Strength. I'm Paul Clausen, Executive Director. Broken Strength exists to help the church help its men battle sexual integrity issues in their life. I'm thrilled that you've checked us out. We exist in order to eradicate pornography, unwanted sexual behavior, and thoughts from the midst of the church itself. After all, 1 John 3:8 says that God appeared, that the Son of God appeared in order to destroy the works of the devil. And certainly this is one of his greatest works that he's trying. We're focused on addressing this by helping the church tackle the cultural epidemic of pornography, first of all, in-house. That is, since we have the answer in Jesus, since greater is he that is in us than he that is in the world, 1 John 4:4, why can't we give hope and healing to the souls and to the marriages and to the young people and the children of our church, especially those whose lives have been altered or damaged by pornography, which is most of us, right? In our experience, how you broach the topic is just as important as if you do. And obviously we believe, and I believe you think so too, we need to address this. So as a result, I'm going to just briefly describe what we bring to the table as Broken Strength. First of all, we talk with you individually as a church, to your leadership, to those that have a passion for this topic and who are most concerned. We find out where you're at a church, how you've addressed it, if you've addressed it, and see what our next steps could be. Secondly, at some point, we schedule an event, usually an event around a meal. Right now, it's focused on men of your church. Though we do recognize, obviously, women need to be helped and ministered to this, not only as betrayed spouses, but as individuals themselves who suffer and who struggle. But at this point, gathering men around a meal, a testimony or two, and a presentation that gives the hope in Jesus Christ that we have, kind of the gravity of what's at hand, and a clear path to move forward. To walk in the light, Ephesians 5:8. So we make sure that the environment is good. Environment in your church that this can take root and grow. First of all, you really need a church leadership that's on board and involved and willing to be committed to a church-wide prayer around this event and the topic itself. Secondly, you need to be able to have a group of men that are willing to lead table discussions at the event, that are able to lead some follow-up groups. We use the book Finally Free by Heath Lambert. 3 to 4 weeks after the event, go through this with people from your church. And finally, this isn't a prerequisite, but we strongly encourage each church to at some point identify a church champion, someone in your church that can be kind of the go-to. That this is their ministry. This is what they want to help the church do. And then finally, the website. Utilize the website. Use the resources. We're trying to grow those resources, and there's so many good things out there, right? So throughout all of this, along with all the helps and the tools and filters that you need to have on your software and on your devices, the most important thing, and we try to utilize it as a ministry too, really, how are you praying? Are you praying? Are you doing it regularly? First of all, as an individual, commit to pray with your spouse. Commit to pray with your ally on a regular basis. Use Scripture on our website. You can find plenty of Scripture to pray through and around and with around this topic. But secondly, as I've alluded to, as a church, pray for the sexual purity of every single person in your church. What if you did that? What if you did that with your prayer teams that already meet? Make this a regular topic. We're usually pretty good about praying about requests that come up, marriages that are struggling, children that have fallen away from the Lord, people who've asked for help. Yet, since we know the statistics, we know the sexualized culture we're in, doesn't it make sense to approach the throne of God specifically in this area for the benefit of everybody who calls your church their church home? Thanks for listening to this little introduction. We encourage you to reach out, and we encourage you to talk about this. Thank you for helping us battle against this weapon that the enemy uses. Really, it is his key weapon to immobilize the local church from what we're meant to do, present and live out the gospel of Jesus Christ for the power that it is. Then we can be a louder voice in our culture against all forms of sexual exploitation and objectification. So, to God be the glory, great things he has done and will do, right? Thank you.